For the next one new fight, it's like starting over. You cannot be, you cannot refer to the oldest fights that you had. You cannot thinking about how it was before. It's what new fight. It's new story. I can think about maybe like just to do it better from this side or from that side, but all preparation, all concentration, all this, it's starting from the beginning.
But the mental edge, because she show you power, you see her power, so it's not like something that you never fought before.
Yes, it's true.
So you can say, I took the worst that she can give me, and then I can come back from the worst. So does it give you a mental edge, or?
It's the same how I said. It's one new fight starts from the beginning. I know that she will try to do her best to like make it more quickly as she can, but from my side I don't care what she wants, because I will focus on what I want. And of course we tried our power from like both of us, but it's the most important thing that prepare good, concentrate good, and win the fight. This is all. This is like what every time asking, what is your planned game? This is my play game. Train hard, prepare good, and win the fight.
And do the dance.
I have a question about your dance. When you used to fight Muay Thai, you used to dance to the ring. But whenever you fight MMA, you usually dance after the fight. Why the change? Why is there any difference?
Yes, it's a little bit different about like rules, about some details about gloves, because MMA fights, it's all like you go there, it's looks like you go there for the war.
Yes.
You look say almost the same like a street fight, and you have to be more focused, much more. That's why the reason we change from our walking to the end.
Okay.
The dance to the
Very
end.
nice. And one question too.
Oh, sorry. Where are you going to put your belt when you beat Pandemic?
I will be back to these questions after the fight.
One for Antonina. Are you ever gonna fight MMA?
I fought before, of course,
Okay.
because we trained with the same coach with Valentina, and we trained all life together and the same training we had. So now I'm training the same ground technique and grappling and jiu-jitsu. And I fought before the same year that Valentina fought in 2003 till 2005, from 2002 to 2005. So I have several MMA fights, but from there we started to focus the same Muay Thai, and now I'm still focused in Muay Thai, more in Muay Thai, and now I have this. I won my line fight championship, so I'll be, I think, focused in my Muay Thai career and line fight.
Did they get you another opponent? Because I know your last opponent backed out, right?
Yes, no, I still don't have my.
But she will fight in April, end of the April.
And keep her belt?
Outside, outside in another promotion outside the US.
Okay.
And
so she will be fighting for another belt too.
Yes.
So I've been noticing within the past year, like different Muay Thai fighters in MMA, and I noticed that when you actually start fighting, you actually, like, I can see the stance, but the thing that I noticed that differentiates you from everybody else is that you have like a bounce to it. So I was just wondering, like, is that just like with the experience or just the rhythm? Because it's not like you're flat foot or you're just on your, like you actually have, it's like, this just have a bounce like this, like you're actually adding on to it.
It's Pavel. He's every time was learning us to be universal fighter, and every time it was not like, for example, about one technique. If you cannot do one technique, no, you have to learn to do it anyway. No, he every time like see these small details, and he can see how to adapt this technique exactly for this person. For example, we are sisters but we are different. We have different type of our body. We have different like movement, and we cannot do exactly the same technique with the same like movements. We are doing the same technique, but our way. And this is reason, like for example, because Pavel was every time behind this and choosing how to adopt the best tactic technique to win the fight. And every time we have our exactly like that's why we are not doing. We are doing our fights on our way because their main goal is to win the fight. You can do it like fast, you can do it whatever way you want, but the main it's still the same, victory. It's what's important. And how you go to this victory, it all depends of you.
Valentina, my question to you is, when you fought Holly Holm for the first time, and knowing she was a former bantamweight champion, how was that for you, your experience with fighting Holly Holm, a former boxer and kickboxer?
It was like, for me, it was, I knew that she's like a very strong fighter. She has a lot of like experience in kickboxing, boxing, but at the same time, it was very like well known for me. I fought a lot of times with many girls from boxing, from kickboxing, from Muay Thai, so I know exactly what they will do. And for example, it was not like, oh, it's so big, I need to do like this or that, because I am in martial arts so many years. I fought so many fights that all fight for me is the same. All opponents inside the ring, inside of the octagon, it's the same. They have 2 hands, 2 legs, that's it. And I know exactly what she will do, I know exactly what I will do, and this is like more easy for me. That's why all that go around,
You just
stay around.
It stay around.
But when the door is closed in the cage, you are there, and in front of you your opponent, and all these like champions titles or whatever people say, it stay outside, and you are just with one person who know to do this kind of thing, and you another person that know to do different, and this is all about who will be better, and exactly this time and this moment.
How long did you want to be a fighter?
As long as I can. As long as I can, I will be fighting.
Do you do jiu-jitsu?
I do grappling because MMA fighter has to do everything. You know, to do. He need to know like, all styles and stand up and ground, and of course we are doing like full MMA.
That fight, back with that fight with Pena, the armbar that she caught on her, did you see tendencies that she did and you knew you could catch that armbar? Was it something you set up before, or was it just something you spontaneously threw up and got?
We was working on our trainings before the fight, very like details, and we was working on every situation that I can receive. So it wasn't like, okay, I have to avoid or not avoid. No, it was, if I can avoid, I will do this. If I cannot, I will do this. And we was just training. But when I catch the armbar, from the first moment, I felt like this is it. I cannot lose it, because sometimes you feel like if you lose this one, it will be difficult to catch another one. So, and I felt like this intensity and this like stretching, it's good enough to make her tap. That's why I was like, I go to the end till she will tap.
Did you watch any fight film on it, or do you? How do you prep
Her
your
fights?
opponents? Yeah.
For sure. For sure, it's like normal practice for all fighters to watch their fights before.
As a professional fighter, how do you find time for family or romantic time? Do you guys have a boyfriend? Do you guys marry?
You know, like many people they saying like even when we was in Hawaii, people saying, okay, it's your rest time, you are coming here for holidays, but it's not. This is our lifestyle. We are training, we are traveling, we are trying to make our life as full as we can. We are training everywhere, every time, so it doesn't matter we will be here or another city or another country. This is how we live. This is how we live, and every time we are, of course, we are focused on our sport career very much because we are professional fighters. For now, it's the number one, but to stay like only in gym and thinking I have to train two times a day, it's like losing your life without seeing around how it's good outside. No, that's why we are trying to do our life more interesting as we can.
What do you guys feel are your biggest accomplishments as fighters? Or your like favorite fights?
Favorite fights. Each fight, it's like unique experience. Each fight, it's
because Valentina has like 17 world titles,
Yeah.
and every championship
different.
that she had, it was so difficult. Every time girls comes and they are stronger and stronger and around the world, from around the world, and every time she had to fight the best girls.
the same for example Antonina. Every fight, for example lion fight, every time it's different type of preparation, every time different cutting weight, every time different emotion, and every time we are feeling different.
And every time you prepare, for example, if you fight in Thailand, you prepare in Thailand and one like atmosphere. Another time you prepare in Peru, it's different, and here in States, in Texas, it's different atmosphere, preparation, and food, and people. So so every fight is so different and so very time mean for us.
Has Bellator or Glory contacted you to fight for them, or you just
No,
exclusive
because
to
I
them?
have I signed contract with Line Fight, so I went with Line Fight.
Good. Let's take a picture. Let's take a group picture all together.